Hello, it's Tim again. I just want to talk to you very briefly about my most recent visit to the eye clinic for treatment for DME. And this was during COVID, which, I'm based in Sydney, Australia, is still prevalent, even though it's not growing to great numbers. We're still having infections in Australia, and people are still social distancing and staying at home more than they normally would, along with normal, the hand sanitisation, shall I say, wearing face masks and all those things that go with our life now with COVID. At my last visit, I did notice that the first thing visually was that the waiting room the seats were set out in a way that we were social distancing. The number of people in the waiting room, last time I went there was only me and another lady there. That lady was elderly, had a carer, but that was it in the waiting room. Normally when I go to the waiting room there can be 6 to 8 people in there with their carers or support people if necessary. When my appointment was coming up, there was no way in the world that I would consider not going because of COVID. Right, to have my eyesight maintained and to keep it healthy and to keep on top of things through eye injections or through laser treatment, to put that off wasn't an option. First of all, I was assured very early on, I've had 2 appointments during COVID, I've got another one next week. My last one was about 8 weeks ago. I've been assured all along by the reception staff, the nursing staff and the doctors there that the place is COVID safe. They've got a number of things that they've implemented that we have to do, like the patients all got to come in wearing a mask. And before the appointment, got a text message, and it outlines what's at the clinic, what we'll see that was different obviously than pre-COVID, and the fact that you've got to wear a mask, you've got to sanitise your hands when you're there. But there is really no other difference in that, and that's partially to put the patients, us, at ease with the situation. And there's certainly no way in the world that I would consider not going to an appointment, putting off to say, look, COVID will blow over in a few months, and hopefully that is the case. But I'll put it off till then. And look, we're humans, I'm human. We're good at putting things off, and but don't do it. And I would never have considered doing that, even though during COVID I've been very busy with work. We've been blessed with that, but I still wouldn't put it off. The appointment is the number one priority. And really, for me, there's been no change, which is great. I haven't had any apprehensions about being there, and I would encourage, if you are currently having treatment for DME, or it's a new, if it's just been recently diagnosed or newly diagnosed and you haven't had an in-house appointment yet, please don't put it off. Please don't put it off. These men and women who are trained ophthalmologists and that work on us are brilliant, and to be able to strengthen your eyesight, because they can. It's something that can be reversed around and changed, and we've got to put effort in on that too, with controlling our sugars and controlling our lifestyle. But don't put off going to get the injections done. And the injections, they don't hurt. And I'm not just saying that, they don't hurt. I'm a male, I'm a bigger wuss as anyone. But they don't hurt. And there's very, very, very this much slight discomfort a few hours after the anaesthetic works of nothing that you can't handle, or put a drop in your eye. And sometimes you have no discomfort. Sometimes I'll get an injection, come away, and there's you get a little bit of grittiness in the eye a few hours later and it disappears. Other times, nothing. So don't put it off for COVID, for sure. Follow the instructions of your clinic. Wear the mask, hand sanitize. They'll have social distancing in place, all those sorts of things. And for ourselves, we want to maintain our